Hello everybody, welcome back. It's CoachFury here today, and we're back today with our Let's Play series for the answer, the Philadelphia 76ers trying to bring Allen Iverson a title that he never won. And today we're in the second season, in the second round of the playoffs. We managed to beat the Bulls in a pretty easy matchup in the end, 4-1, which meant that we're now in the second round and we're up against the Milwaukee Bucks, led by the likes of Ray Allen and Sam Cassell and Glenn Robinson as sort of the main trio that occupy the Milwaukee Bucks. And we're going to see if we can try and get ourselves through the second round today. It's going to be a tough matchup, I think. I think this is going to be a lot tougher than the Bulls matchup, mainly because they're a slightly different team. They've got some different strengths and a little bit deeper than the Bulls team. So we'll see how we go. For those of you who caught the last episode, we were mulling around some different strategies, and I've had a little think about it, and I've decided to go, rather than change up to an attack defense, because we know the Bucks are playing a perimeter offensive set, which would, we can push them off the 3-point line. I'm going to sort of stay with straight man-to-man, mainly because I know our defense is pretty solid. It's second, I think it was second best, or was it first best in the league in terms of net. There's the best net defensive rating that we've got. So I'm going to leave that as is and just see how that plays out. We'll see. Maybe during the series we might want to tweak that. Obviously the offensive set we're going to keep the same. And the other thing I've slightly just tweaked is that I've put Lynch into the starting lineup, McKay off the bench. I mean, I haven't really changed their minutes too much. I'm still splitting them pretty equally. The other thing I'm going to do actually is I'm going to put Lynch in there for the final minutes of the game as well, because we saw in the Bulls game that McKay in the final minutes of a game is probably not the best player to have out there. So we're just going to change that slightly. But in terms of the rest of the rotation, we're pretty much staying as is, hoping that the likes of Iverson can give us a offensive output that we need. So let's dive straight in, shall we, and go to the first game, which we're obviously at home. We hold the home court advantage, being the second seed. See if we can hold that home court advantage. Ooh, okay, so the first game of the series, we have lost by 5 points. Oh my goodness me. And they pretty much killed us from 3.9, it looks like. 52%. Robinson having a really good 3-point night. Blaylock, Tim Thomas, all having good range. Ooh, okay, so we've got it all to do. I'm not going to change the lineup, I don't think, or the strategy for the second game. I think we stay as is. Hopefully we can pull it back at least to 1-1. Yeah, okay, good. So we managed to pull ourselves at least split the home series, which was key. They shot a lot less better from 3.9. It seems that they're going to live or die by the 3-point percentage, obviously. And Iverson with a good game there. Yeah, it looks like our backcourt pretty much did enough, got to the line. So we'll see. One apiece as we go on the road now. We've got to win one on the road now. That's the crucial thing. Oh, we've hit a random error message. Oh, and we've been completely blown out in the first away game. That was not even close, guys. Wow, we did not have a good night at all in the second half. 16 and 18 points. That's really not good. Okay, so we are now 2-1 down in the series. Can we pull it back? At least win one on the road. Go to pull it back to 2-2. We might have a shot at this. And another error message. Oh, okay, we've gone down 3-1 in the series. That's not good. I mean, they're not killing us on the 3-point line. I mean, they are getting to the line quite a lot. We're just not shooting very well. Okay, so we're 3-1 down the series. We have to probably go a little bit more aggressive now. So I think Iverson, you're going to have to play some more minutes, I'm afraid. Same with you, Mr. Snow. You're going to have to come in there. I think we swap you two guys around. And we obviously put you in like that. I think we'll put Chandler in at power forward as much as we possibly can. And we let Ben Wallace play the centre role. See if that makes any impact. Ben Wallace, you're going to have to play more minutes, I'm afraid, as well. Yeah, you can go in there. I think Lynch, you might have to play some more minutes as well. I'm not convinced that McKay is giving us what we want, really. So we go with that. Yeah, I think that's it. Right, we're not even 5 minutes into the episode, guys, and we're already 3-1 down, and we're straight into watch. We need a miracle comeback here. Need a miracle if we're gonna pull this off. We need to win this home game and hope we can scrape one on the road. At least pull them to 7 games now. It's going to be a real tough ask though. Oh, okay, there we go. Oh man, I was confident in this one, but we just are getting killed. We're getting killed offensively. Crazy, considering we are the best defensive team in the league. We just can't stop this Milwaukee Bucks team. Maybe we need to get some more offensive talent in to help Allen Iverson if we don't pull this one out. Looks like the Bucks are taking a bit of a lead early on in this first quarter. It's a bit neck and neck now. We've pulled them back. We're going to the second quarter now. It is end-to-end stuff. But they are shooting so well. And not even from 3-point. It's just from general field goal range. They've just got some really good shooters, it looks like. We just clearly don't have that. We're not built around shooting. Come on, Iverson. We need you to put up some more shots here. 2 of 4 is not really good enough for us. We've taken a bit of a slim lead here. Oh, come on, let's try and at least pull it back to at least another game. Let's get a game 6 on the road. At least try and force them to win it at home. And we've taken a nice little slim 5-point lead into the second half here, led by Iverson's 14 points. Yeah, look, Glenn Robinson's just killing us. He's absolutely killing us. Interesting that they've got Blaylock in at starter. They must have had an injury, I'm guessing. Looks like, yeah, Lynch has had foul issues, so basically McKay's having to play a lot of minutes again. We haven't got anyone at that sort of small forward position who can just stop someone like a Robinson. So we might have to think about that for the next game, whether we want to put someone else in at small forward. If we get there, that is. This game is going back and forth at the minute. Yeah, Ben Wallace with a much better night in at centre. I mean, his shooting's not great, but he's rebounding and blocking better. If we take a nice little bit of a lead now, that's we've got to just keep our distance. We can keep this up. We can at least force them into another game. That's all it's about now. It's keep one game at a time. One game at a time. We've got to keep pushing them into another game. As it looks like we're slowly starting to blow them out here, actually. Glenn Robinson's pretty much, with his 24 points, has been the only sort of deciding guy who's really sort of helped them out. I mean, Ray Allen's only hit 7 points. Shooting numbers are still really good though, but they're just not taking as many shots as we are. And I think this one might be wrapped up, guys. So we might be going to at least to a game 6. That's the main thing. Pulls it back to 3-2 in the series. Yeah, I think we're done here. I think we're done. Nice. Oh, look at that. We've saved ourselves for at least another game. And yeah, we managed to do that. Ben Wallace with a nice 26 and 19 game in there, actually. Swapping his position around seems to have done the trick there. We've got to really think about how we try and stop Robinson, though, because he looks like he's the main threat. It's 3-2, so we go on the road against the Bucks. This is tough. I mean, we obviously don't want Iverson. I don't really have anyone I want to throw against him. I mean, we could go completely out of sync here and put Wallace right on him and just tell Wallace to guard Robinson. I mean, let's have a little look. So one of the things we haven't really touched on actually in this Let's Play is the advanced stats that they have. There's a whole host here, but the key one really for defense, to see if the guy's actually good on defense, is this, these stats here. So stop percentage, so the amount of times they stop drives, turnovers forced, points allowed, shot faced. So you can see here Ben Wallace is probably one of our better defenders, alongside Jones, surprisingly. I mean, Jones hasn't played that many minutes actually. Maybe we throw Jones in. I mean, McKay's just struggling. Lynch is struggling. So here's what I'm wondering, guys. I'm wondering whether we tell Ben Wallace. Let's have a look at the Bucks. To basically just mark. Where is he? Where is he? To mark Robinson. He's just such a good shooter. Look at that. That's crazy good. His profile. Where's his bio? So he's mainly a mid-range guy. Yeah, that mid-range shot is a killer. It is definitely a killer. Because I mean, he's basically hitting mid-ranges, shots over a guy 6'5". Do we give Jones a go? So if we took Wallace out and told him to go and mark him, that does leave Robinson or Anderson open, but they're not exactly scorers. I think we do it. I think we've got to. You know, we're rolling the dice here a bit. I'm going to tell Wallace. Where are you, Wallace? Wallace, you are going to be marking. Where are you, Glenn Robinson? That's your assignment. Your matchup is that. And I don't think we necessarily put Jones in. I think we leave the rotation as is. I think that was working okay. Hopefully that'll force Lynch to at least go and mark Robinson or Anderson, and hopefully that is enough. I'm just thinking we just need to force the ball. Basically, just need to force Robinson to do something different. If we can do that, then at least it forces other players to do something different. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. It's all or nothing on this game. This is it. If we can force a game 7 here against the Milwaukee Bucks, who surprisingly 57-25. So I mean, two close teams. Yeah, obviously no lineup changes for either team. Let's see if we can get it done on the road. Big question marks here. I'm not hopeful with this one. I don't think. I think they just have too much scoring talent for us to be able to really make an impact. But you know, at least we're forcing them into different looks. I think, you know, you just got to try these things, haven't you? It's a bit neck and neck at the minute in this first quarter. Just got Robinson's still 2 of 3 though. Look at that. I mean, Leonard's 3 of 5 actually. They've moved Robinson over to shooting guard. Blimey. Okay, so that means Wallace is right out on the perimeter. We'll just basically follow him. We'll just try and match up against him. Cause an issue here. We've taken a bit of a lead here at the moment, but I'm not counting my chickens before they hatch with this one. Yeah, I think Iverson's having a great shooting night now. He's 7 of 10, 28 points. He's pretty much carrying our offensive load for us at the minute. Just got to keep him at bay. Robinson 4 of 7 though. He's still having a good shooting night, but I guess we haven't got Wallace out there now on Robinson, so someone else is going to have to pick him up for the time being. We'll have to see whether Wallace has had foul issues, but I was hoping that he's just his defense and his length would at least cause him to do something different. So let's have a quick look at the half time. So we've taken a slim lead here, it's 10-point lead. Wallace has hit foul issues in 16 minutes, but I guess we gave a good 16 minutes against Robinson, which was the main thing. Iverson, obviously, with 32 points at half, is pretty much carrying our offense for us. They're still shooting so well, though. I mean, just feel like at any moment they're going to just accelerate and just go right past us. We've taken a little bit of a sizable lead now, 17 points. So I'm just hoping that we can at least force them into something different. Come on, guys. If we can get this one, Game 7 would be a fantastic thing to at least watch anyway. Take a 16-point lead. Come on, we've just got to keep them at that gap. Iverson with 46 points. He's just having an absolutely crazy good scoring night. If you ever want a star to step up and not go down, I mean, Iverson is certainly proving that at the moment. As we head into the fourth quarter with a 11-point lead, it looks like it's going to be. Yeah, hopefully 48 points now for Iverson. Iverson is carrying our offense for us. Really is. 16 to 25. And I'm guessing that Wallace has hit foul trouble because he has not come back in for quite a considerable time now. As we're running some of this bench into the rotation now. Wallace is back in. 6 points, a 4-point lead. Oh my god, this is getting close now. 5 point, 6-point lead. Oh, it's going back and forth. We're going to have to slow this down. We're going to have to slow this down in the last couple of minutes. 6-point lead with 3 minutes to go. We're slowing it down here, I think. So it's now 6-point leads with 2 minutes 41 to go. Wallace is back in now though, so he will be on Robinson, which is the main thing. And we commit a foul, and it's now a 4-point game with 2 minutes 37 to go. Can Iverson, 56 points for Iverson. That's got to be a career high for him at this point. Gives it off to Iverson. Iverson, just get us a bucket, and there's a defensive foul, so he's taking shots. And now it pulls it back up to a 6-point lead with 2 minutes 23 to go. We're full court pressed here. I'm not sure why Robinson is not being marked by Wallace at this stage. That's an interesting decision there. And Wallace is fouled by Chandler, and they hit the free throws. It's a 4-point game with 2 minutes 12 to go. Snow brings the ball up, shoots, and rebounded. Not a good shot there. They give it off to Leonard. Leonard's had a pretty mixed night. Into Baylock, is that? That's Baylock. Takes a shot, it's missed. Rebounded by Robinson. Robinson puts it back. It's now a 2-point game with 1 minute 46 to go. Come on, guys. We've done so well in this game. Iverson gets fouled immediately. He hits one, it's 2-2. And it's now a 4-point game. Baylock brings it up. Gives it over to Robinson. Robinson is being marked by Chandler for some reason, which is not what I wanted. Gives it off to Robinson. Robinson hits the shot. Can't get it to foul. He grabs his own rebound though. Gives it back off, and it's stolen. It's picked away. Out. Gives it off to, who's that? Snow. Snow gives it into, oh, it's stolen. It comes back down the court. Minute to go now. 4-point game. They gives it off to Robinson. No surprise, Robinson's their main offensive threat in this series. He makes the shot, and it's now a 2-point game. 58 seconds to go. This is the crucial possession here. Snow gives it off into Iverson. Come on, Iverson. Give the ball to Iverson. Snow gives it back to him. Iverson on the ball. Gives it back to Snow. They're obviously looking for something. 10 seconds on the clock left. Into Lynch. Lynch back out to Snow. Snow looks like he's going to have to just put up a shot here. Oh, and it's stolen. And they've taken a timeout. This is a 2-point game. They give it into Anderson. Anderson with the shot. He knocks it down. It's now equal. 30 seconds left. Give the ball to Iverson. Just let him have a go. It's into I'm not sure, into Snow. Oh, and okay, that's a horrible pass. Okay, now 26 seconds left on the clock. They've got the ball. Oh, it's stolen. Chandler's brought it back up. Snow's got it. 9 seconds on the clock. We give it to Lynch for some crazy reason. Lynch takes the shot. Comes up short. Grab the rebound. We put it back. He makes the bucket. Tyson Chandler, our rookie, has made the bucket with literally a second left on the clock. And that brings it to a game 7. Oh my goodness. What on earth just happened there? Lynch hit the long shot. Chandler grabbed the rebound. Chandler put it back in. He put the rebound back in. Oh my god. We've managed to somehow pull this to a game 7. I don't know how we have managed that. Iverson with 60 points in the game. Wow. What a game. What a game. We didn't manage to slow Robinson down at all for some reason. I think maybe in this strategy we might have to tell him to pick up any player and then match up Glenn Robinson. So we have oh, hang on. I've accidentally clicked the wrong button. We'll save it there just to make sure we don't crash. We have forced a Game 7 against the Milwaukee Bucks. And it looks like the Lakers Clippers, the Los Angeles series is going to Game 7 as well. Before we go to our Game 7, oh my God, that's crazy. Let's have a look how the other series have gone. So the Nuggets, who knocked out the Rockets, have well and truly been bumped out by the Spurs. And the Cavs have got through against the Magic. So that was an interesting one. I thought the Magic would get through in that one. So we are going to a Game 7, guys. Oh my goodness me. Check there's no injuries. Check there's no injuries, CoachFury. I don't think we're going to change anything. I think we just got to go with what we had. We had a really good sizable lead in that one, but we obviously, the fourth quarter, we just struggled a bit. We're going to go with that. We're obviously going to go AI controlled. Game 7 against the Milwaukee Bucks here to get into the conference finals. Both teams lining up pretty much the same. We're going to go to the tip-off and see. We are at home. We do have home court. Whether that actually means anything in this series, it doesn't really. It seems both teams are pretty much more than capable of eating each other. I think the key deciding factor in this Game 7 is whether if Robinson can get any help from any of their players, like Allen or Cassell, then this game's over. We need Iverson. For us, our factor is Iverson. Iverson needs to put up 50 points again. If he can do that again, then we've got a shout. It's definitely end to end at this first quarter. Both teams trading buckets. Robinson's shooting well again, 2 of 4. We just haven't been able to slow him down at all. But I mean, if he's the only one who's shooting for them, and the other members of the team are not putting in their contribution, then we'll be okay. But yeah, this is going to be a crazy 7th game. I can see that just based on this Game 6 showdown. We've taken a little bit of a lead here in the second quarter as the bench has come in now, though. So it looks like this lead could possibly get cut. Robinson 3 of 7, so that's a little bit more like what we need him to do. Iverson just rattling off the points at the moment. 14 points, 7 of 10, 16 points, 7 of 10 now. Looks like we're going to go into the second half with a nice little lead here. And looks like we have a nice 17-point lead. They're shooting pretty well, but we seem to be forcing them into a lot of turnovers. 14 turnovers they've had so far. So Eric Snow is the player of the half, actually, surprisingly enough, with 14.7 assists. He's had a good half there, actually. Tyson Chandler's not really done much. Ben Wallace has managed to stay out of foul trouble, which is an important factor. Glenn Robinson with 13 points, but outside of that, they haven't had much help. I mean, Leonard has tried his best from the bench. But yeah, we've taken a nice 17-point lead. Whether it stays like that, I don't know. We know obviously from Game 6 that that's not always the case. As we head into the third quarter here, we just need to keep them at bay, really. Keep the lead up as we can. Keep their scoring volume down. Hopefully be enough, as Iverson's hit 22 points now. Ben Wallace with a nice game there. Look at that, 14 points. He's 6 of 12. Heading into the back end of the third quarter here, their shooting numbers have definitely been down. They've had 20 turnovers, though. We have been really putting on the defensive pressure. That league top defense is certainly coming up trumps at the moment, as we have a nice 16-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. Eric Snow, a really good night. That backcourt has come alive for us. 49 points between the two of them now. 13 points the gap is now. They've cut it down to 13 points. Robinson with a good night, 6 of 14, but outside of that, he hasn't had much help, which has been the main factor for us. Yep, 16 points. So we've now taken a very nice sizable lead. 22 points. I think this one might be over, guys. I think we might have come through in Game 7 here. I don't think we're going to need to slow it down. It looks like we have managed to really slow the Bucks down. From going 3-1 down in the series to coming back in a Game 7 and making the upset at home. We've done it, guys. Eric Snow, with player of the game, with 25 points, 8 assists, 3 rebounds and 9 steals. Wow, he was very close to a triple-double there. Iverson getting the scoring numbers that we needed. But it looks like basically we managed to slow everyone down apart from Robinson, really. We committed them into 27 turnovers, which is crazy. They still got their shots off. They still got everything they wanted to. But we managed to win the rebound battle and the turnover battle, which was the key in the end. So we've done it, guys. We are through to the conference finals. and we're up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Wow, that's madness. We were 3-1 down, 3-1 down in this series, and somehow we pulled it out the bag. I'm not sure whether it was just adjusting Wallace onto Robinson and just forcing other people to mark different guys in the man-to-man defense. Whether that was enough, I don't know. Giving Lynch more minutes probably did help. But yeah, we've done it. 4-3. We are in the conference finals. We're one game away from the finals now, and we're up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. So let's have a quick look at them. Let's go to the dashboard. Actually, that's easier. Wow, so we're up against Andre Miller, Paul Pierce, and Marcus Camby. That is an interesting trio there. Andre Miller is injured though. How long are you injured for? Oh, that's a bit of a result for us. That might give us more of a chance. Andre Miller tore his MCL and he is out. So I'm guessing, who are they going to be playing at point guard? Wow, Fred Hoiberg is having to play point guard for them. Okay, that's a bit of a shame for them, but that's handy for us. So Paul Pierce is obviously their main offensive threat. No surprise there. He is an awesome player at this stage. And then they've got Marcus Camby in at centre. So they're two free agency signings actually. So they're without Andre Miller, we mentioned. In terms of strategy, they're probably playing balanced. Yeah, they're probably similar to us. So yeah, okay, this is going to be a tough matchup for us. I mean, if I look at it on paper, I think Snow against Hoiberg, Snow should win that battle. Russell is not going to have a single chance against Iverson. Paul Pierce is basically going to run shop over whoever we put up against him. And then this front court of Weatherspoon's actually interesting. He's a pretty solid power forward. And then Marcus Camby. So I think what initial thoughts are, we run as is. I think we run as is. I don't think we can do anything really to slow Paul Pierce down. We just, leave Lynch on him, I guess, for the first game and see how that goes. But it's basically if our backcourt can get the advantage over theirs, then we have a chance. If Paul Pierce decides to go into Paul Pierce mode, then this series could be over before it even begins. But it's going to be a close one. I mean, what does the dashboard say actually? So they reckon we've got the sizable advantage in the first game. That's interesting. I'm guessing because Miller's out, they feel that we've got that advantage. In terms of the other series on the other side, it's a Lakers-Spurs showdown. So I be honest, I probably expect the Lakers to get through in that. Just because they've got Bryant and O'Neal. I mean, I'd expect O'Neal to basically destroy Duncan and Robinson really. And Bryant is just awesome. Although, that's interesting. So I guess the deciding factor is going to be when Kobe Bryant comes back, how this Lakers team is going to look. They've got to basically just hang in there until he comes back. Have the Spurs got any injuries actually? The Spurs have got no injuries. Yeah. So Duncan against O'Neal, I guess, for the first couple of games. And then when Kobe comes back, I'd expect the Lakers to probably win that one. So if I had to guess actually, I'd probably say that one will end up 4-2 to the Lakers. I think. Honestly, with our series, I think we could be looking at 7 games again. I'm hoping we can push them to 7 games. I mean, this is the furthest we've got in only our second season. We've just caused a massive comeback against the Bucks. That was just crazy. And we'll see how it happens. What happens in the next episode, I guess. Wow. I'm just shocked we got through against the Bucks. The Bucks are a good team. We just somehow managed to pull it out of the bag. I mean, it's going to definitely go down to remembering that Allen Iverson's 60-point odd game. Let's have a look at that. Game logs. Yeah, 60-point game he had here. 10 steals he had. Wow. If you ever want a star to step up, he certainly did. But yeah, hopefully he can keep that momentum going for the Eastern Conference Finals against the Cleveland Cavaliers, which we'll definitely have for the next episode. I hope you've really enjoyed this episode. Blimey, I can't believe we managed to put it out of the bag. I thought we were heading to the off season again with some big question marks, but we've managed to do it. You can always hit that like button if you can, because it really does help the channel and helps it get visibility. And we'll be back next time with the Eastern Conference Finals against the Cleveland Cavaliers.